Alright, this is Language and Culture Presentation 2 by Wilson Pierce for Spanish 118, Miss Peterson's class. So, for this one, I talked to some of my summer camp campers for the week that were visiting from Appleton County, Georgia, which is a rural county, and they have a lot of migrant workers there. And also, I listen to more music, one of my favorite things to do. So, I'm going to talk about all of those activities. First thing was my camper conversation. I got to sit with these kids and speak to them for hours on end all week. They're here from Monday to Friday. I work for a 4-H camp in Georgia, and then we have kids from all over the state come visit for a week of camp, and we go to a water park and we go see the laser show at Stone Mountain, and we go see a small Thursday Night Thunder race at Atlanta Motor Speedway, NASCAR. It's not an actual NASCAR race, but it's a race. So I was able to spend plenty of time with these kids and learn from them. So he taught me some slang words, but chancla, which is flip-flop. I was told that was what your mom would give you a spanking with if you got in trouble. We also have a farm at my 4-H camp, so we went through every animal that we had. And so oveja, which is sheep, cerdo, which is pig, cabra, which is goat, and rana, which is frog. And I got to learn some slang and some different dialects, so the kids would kind of talk with me and correct some of my pronunciation, and they would discuss with each other what they called certain things. So that was really cool, kind of like how in America we have some nuances between the North and the South, and y'all and yins, youans and you all, and all that stuff. So it's really cool to see the different dialects and some different words that they all bring to the table that I could learn from them. And they helped me with they made fun of me for the way I said hamburger. And so they worked on my pronunciation for that. And so by the end of the week, I was able to say hamburguesa with no problem whatsoever, be able to learn and better myself through that whole process. So the music I listened to this week was Darte un Beso by Prince Royce. Some new vocabulary from that. Pecado, which means sin. Miedos, which are fears. And faltar, which means lack or to lack. This song is very similar to American pop songs. It talks about the romanticism and being able to love your significant other, and all you're wanting to do is give them a kiss, and talking about how they don't lack anything, and you'll be able to sing away their fears. So the lyrics are very relatable for most people. The song is a little older, but I really enjoy listening to it. Prince Royce is actually from the Bronx in New York, so it's really cool to have someone from the United States, being such an iconic, popular Spanish singer. So my conclusion, just tying everything back together, is just being able to sit and talk and listen and learn how to speak and work on my pronunciation and be able to learn new words from listening and being engulfed in the culture, in the language, like I was this past week with my campers, was really, really cool. I had about 12 Spanish-speaking campers, and anytime they see me, they would yell, "Hola! ¿Cómo estás?" And we would be able to have a conversation. And one fun story was we had a camper that was hyped up on chocolate all week. And so we were riding the bus to one of our off-center trips. It's about an hour ride to Stone Mountain to see the laser show, and she was talking about how she wanted more chocolate. And so I stood up on the bus and said, "No más chocolate para ti." And she looked at me and she smiled, and one of our other Spanish-speaking campers said, "Ooh, you just got burned in Spanish." And so it was really cool to be able to talk to them and have conversations with them and be able to connect with them more on a one-on-one basis, just because I knew how to speak the language and was able to connect with them in that way. Music is always my go-to. Super easy to find new stuff, interesting things to listen to, especially on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that. So it's actually been really good. I've been able to actually use it and teach my counselors. I have 6 counselors I'm in charge of. and be able to teach them some Spanish along the way by listening to Spanish music and trying to explain the lyrics to them and being able to translate while listening to a song and being able to discuss and talk about exactly what the song's talking about. So, but this is my second and final language and cultural presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to read your comments later on. Thank you.